Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I am bringing you a vlog. It's the night before I head back from Ireland and Spain. I've been in Ireland and Spain for 2 weeks, and tomorrow we head back. So we have about, of course I'll find out when we get on the plane exactly how long, but it's about an 11-hour flight from Dublin to San Francisco. So yeah, I think I'm going to bring you along for how much I can read on an 11-hour transatlantic and transcontinent across North America all the way to the West Coast. So I won't be, vlogging when I am going, getting on the plane and everything, and dropping the luggage off. I'm not built for that kind of stress. So the next time you see me will be on the plane. So yeah, I'm going to try to get some reading done. I'm currently reading Bring Down the Stars, which is kind of like a Cyrano de Bergerac love triangle retelling. And then The Austen Affair came up on my Libby, which I'm so excited about. Audiobook and ebook. So yes, whatever I feel like passing the time, I'm going to do it because it's going to be a very long flight. So if I feel like working on some stuff on my computer, I'm going to do that. If I feel like watching stuff, I'm going to do that. If I feel like reading, I'm going to do that. But hopefully I do get a lot of reading done. So I will keep you updated on how much I get read. So I'll see you on the plane. It's going to be a long day. Hello everybody, I'm actually at the airport. I said you wouldn't see me get onto the plane, but we were at the gate. And yeah, so hello. We have a very long flight ahead of us, 11 hours probably. I will update you that when the captain tells us or whatever. Yeah, so we're just at our gate waiting. It's already been a very long day, a 2-hour drive to the airport. 3 hours before, the main area for Aer Lingus was, the whole Dublin airport was crazy. But we got to our gate with plenty of time, thankfully. But it was organized chaos and immigration, because you can go through immigration here in Dublin to go to America. So it was fine. It was pretty dead. Yeah. So I'm going to be reading as much as I can on this flight, but also I'm going to do whatever I want to do, because really, whatever you can do to pass the time and then getting engrossed in something, that's what I'm going to do. So I am currently reading Bring Down the Stars, The Beautiful Hearts Duet, Book 1 by Emma Scott. And let me see what page or whatever I'm on. I'm on chapter 4, which is already 14% through, so my husband's coming back. Matt's coming back. You guys' favorite person. I'm already 14% through, but I'm only on chapter 4, so we'll see. But I will maybe do an hourly update, or maybe 2 hours, depending on how much I read and when I read, all that. So let's begin our journey. Okay, hopefully you can hear me, because I'm on the plane, obviously, and I will do my best to clean up the audio so it's clear. Alright, so thankfully the flight time is only 9 hours and 45 minutes, which is great. I thought it would be 10 and a half, 11, so we had a pretty good flight path, I guess. And now I'm waiting for the map to update. But now we have 6 hours and 45 minutes left, so we've been on the plane for 3 hours, 6.5-ish to go, 6 hours and 40 minutes to go. So I've been reading pretty much that whole time. Bring Down the Stars, Book 1. So I think it was 14%, chapter 4, something like that. So now I'm 52% through chapter 18, and I'm liking it so far. I like a good angst, and I'm liking the character so far, and yeah, I'm loving the pining, the angstiness. Yeah, it's good so far. So I'm gonna keep reading this. I feel like I just want to keep reading right now instead of watching something or napping or whatever. So very possible could finish it on this flight and start my next book, but we'll see. But liking it so far. Hello everyone. Okay, so we are more than halfway through the flight. I am on still reading Bring Down the Stars. I'm on chapter 29, 83% through. So I've read for the past like 5 hours. We have 4 hours and 42 minutes until we land. And yeah, so 4 hours and 45 minutes was basically the halfway point. So we're a little bit under halfway. And yeah, I've read the entire time. Crazy. Yeah, read the entire time. So I'm 83% through. Things are definitely coming to a head in the book. I'll talk more about my thoughts and everything on it, like when I get back, like when I'm not on the plane. But yeah, wondering how it's gonna end. I accidentally already bought the second book because I forgot that I had bought the first book and then bought the second one thinking it was the first. And I was like, well, if I don't read it, if I don't like the first one, then I'll just chalk it up to whatever. But I think I will be reading the second one. So yeah, so let's finish this book. We are 2 hours out of San Francisco, so it's been many hours, and yeah, I've kept reading. I finished Bring Down the Stars, and I definitely will be reading the next book because it kind of landed on a cliffhanger, so it was kind of good that I accidentally bought the second book. Yeah, I'll talk more about what I thought about it tomorrow when we're home, but I go ahead and started the Austen, what's it called again? The Austen Affair. I keep wanting to call it the Austen Project, which is also a book I think they made into a show anyway. I just go ahead and started that, so I'm 16% through that on chapter 5. And yeah, it's a little bit superficial at the moment. Yeah, I think they kind of accept that they're in the past a little too easily. But yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. We'll see. I'm still early in, but I hope it's a little bit deeper than what it is so far, because I do have high expectations for this book. So yeah, I spent this entire 9 hours and 45 minutes reading, and yeah, so I have 2 hours left, and I will keep reading, and I will see you once we're landed, and like when we get home. So this will be the last update from the plane.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to San Francisco, where the local time here is 3:30.
Hey everybody, so I'm home after a very long flight. It ended up being 9 hours and 45 minutes, which actually was much shorter than I expected it to be, so that was really good. Yeah, it actually went really fast. I ended up reading the whole time. Besides like eating and like looking out the window and like taking a few breaks here and there, that's all I did. I didn't watch any movies, I didn't watch any TV shows, I didn't do anything else, I didn't listen to anything. I just read for 9 hours and 45 minutes, so that was great. I got through a ton. I finished Bring Down the Stars, which I liked way more than I expected. And it ended on a cliffhanger, so I had accidentally bought the second book, thinking it was the first book. So yeah, I was like, well, whatever. I just won't read it if I don't like the first one, but I definitely will read it because I have to know what happens, the cliffhanger. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. I think it did the Cyrano de Bergerac retelling very well. I don't know when I'm going to be able to read the second book, though, because I have a couple more books I want to get in before the end of this month, and then it's October. So, you know, it's all spooky October. So I don't know if I'll be able to get to it until November to see how that story concludes, because it's like a duology. Yeah, so really enjoyed that, flew through it. I think I started around chapter 6 or something like chapter 4, chapter 6, like about 14% through, something like that, and finished it on the flight. So then I started the Austen Affair, which I've been so excited to read. I mentioned it on my like anticipated books, which I'll link above and below. And yeah, I got the audiobook and the ebook right before I got on the flight, so that was very good timing. Started it. I think I got about 25% through on the flight, and been reading. I continue to read it. I'm a little bit over halfway right now, because I'm only updating this because yesterday was a bit of a blur with the jet lag and everything and getting just reacclimatized. So, yeah, I have very high expectations for this book because I was very excited about it. so far it's not paying off, I will say. It's slow. It's a little bit, like, I appreciate a good rom-com. I love a good rom-com, but it's a little bit, there's like no depth right now. I feel like, yeah, so far, like, it's not in DNF territory at all, but I'm not like chomping at the bit to see what happens next. They accepted their, like, what's happening to them very easily. They were like, oh, we're in the past. Okay, well, you know, nobody even slightly, like, kind of freaked out, I feel like. So that was weird. I don't know if this is a spoiler, so I won't say the whole thing, but there was a cameo in this book that I found very strange, which was like, I don't think I like that. Yeah. So we are just plugging along at it. I'm about, like, now, yeah, I'm like a little bit over 50% through. So we're going to finish it. So far, it's not paying off, but who knows, the second half could be miraculous turnaround. So yeah, that was my flight from Dublin to San Francisco, almost like 10 hours. I hope it was a little bit entertaining for you. Yeah, please subscribe if you haven't already, and in my description below, you can find I haven't done this outro in a little bit, so I don't remember. My Goodreads, my wish list, my Bookstagram, and also please be sure to stop into our reading and productivity sprints that I have about twice a week. Now that I'm back from my trip, they will be much more regular. Even though I was able to get one sprint in when I was in Ireland. So 1 day of sprinting. All right, that's all from me. I'll see you next time.